Hello and welcome, guys. It is Velfe. Ah, and yes, this is from right after my stream. We needed the hemorrhoids and stuff during stream, except for Mussolini. You're gonna probably do that off stream. That one's gonna. It seems like a challenge, or maybe it's not a challenge. Who knows? It just felt like two hemorrhoids alone was like time consuming just to open it. I'm gonna be honest. Uh, to me, they always feel kind of time consuming. If it's just that one pose and everything's ready set, you're gonna go. But you have choices. No, what I have here for you though is Sweet Toxic E version, Rodeo original 1/6 scale painted figure. So it has not been open, and before I even start, I had tried to sell it for a very good reason, and I know people will like, wait, weren't you trying to sell that just a couple days ago? Yes. And that was because I wanted to sell it, make a profit. Not only I could make a profit off it, the goal was to at least accumulate a bit of interest since now the figure will go for around 300, right? So I had listed it for 400. But I kind of went up a little bit higher on the listing, and then to kind of help promote it, to kind of build views, people interested in it, and hopefully someone would buy it. Because by the time it would have gone down, it would have been down to the price tag of 400, which I did. Sadly, though, there was no buyers. Someone wanted to buy it for the original price that I paid for it. I like, fuck no. What would be the point if I sold it to you for the original price I got it for it? And that's not even including shipping. I'm pretty much screwing myself there. So, no, they didn't get it. I still have it. Another person didn't have one. They tried to give me a soft story, and I hate to say it, guys. I'm not going to take it. The price is firm. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. I'm not trying to be a dick about it, but everyone else, there are bigger dicks out there than me. So it'd be like, oh, wow, I want to buy Eve too. Oh my God, it's $400 to $500. That's way too much. Can you go down? Firm price. See, shoes on the other table. So I was hoping that someone who really desperately wanted her would have came in and bought her. But sadly, I guess not. Everyone turned to, I guess, Ami got some pre-orders in. There was a few places still selling Eve close to the original price. If you factor in tax, shipping costs, all that was thrown in there from other places. Some were selling it close to the original price, just like Ami. Some weren't. Ami was selling it for 300 on pre-owns. That's already been opened up and used and stuff. Now, I wanted to sell it, make a 400 profit versus the original because I paid shipping. I think with the e figure alone plus the price, probably about 240ish, 240ish maybe, if not more, because of the whole shipping cost has gone up. I paid a lot for shipping, and it came bundled with a lot of stuff. So I paid like 140 for shipping. And if you factor all that stuff in, break it down, which I'm not a mathematic person on this, I would assume if I had or Eve only by herself, shipping would be $40, $50 at best. So 200 plus 40, 50, so 240, 250. Then increase it to at least 320 was my max selling price when I was selling it on my ad thing. And then over on Macari, I was selling it for around 400, but I made it up a little higher. So by the time the promotion and it on hitting ads, sending it out on Macari, it would have been at 400. And if someone wanted it for 320, I would have gave it to them for 320, but no one came in wanting to offer it. So I took it down. There was no point since you could just get it on Ami for 300. So pre-owned. So my main goal target was to get this right here. That is about $213.56. No. And that was to get the Fate Grand Order Arcade Caster / Merlin prototype, 1/7 scale, added to my collection. So that, and also I'll be able to help around and home with some bills. So that was another reason for my price being so high. So I'm gonna have to do it another way and find a way. So I sold off 2 different iPhones, made some money there, used that into getting some bills paid off. Not most of them, but some. Had Eve had sold, that would have actually helped because I would have had enough to at least get Merlin and finish the rest of what I needed. But I'll finish the rest I needed from when I'm working, I guess. Um, yeah, with things in cost of living going up, stuff is becoming a lot worse in our country. A lot of people won't say, "Oh no, it's not going up. You just need to work harder, get more hours." Well, most places aren't giving more hours for people, so with the way how things is going, I believe our things going. Whew. But anyway, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and unbox her. Depends if you're from the middle class, poor class, or rich class. If you're rich and middle class, you have no problem with money. But if you're from the low class, like poor class, you're gonna have struggles. And as someone from that class, it is a very difficult. Well, but you have all that stuff. It's because I saved money and put to the side over the years. That's the only way I can get that stuff. So yes. Now, if you're super poor, like beyond normal, can't afford anything, it's kind of difficult. So, by the way, this is my pink charm. If you're wondering. Let's go ahead and okay. Yeah, this is our beautiful, lovely Eve. Eve would have found a nice home had I found a actual decent buyer. Sadly, not for her case. So Eve will be joining my family of figures, a part of my waifu harem. Oh wait, I love how it says his age 15 and up. This is not for age 15 and up. This figure is marked incorrect. That's not the proper age rating. Well, maybe because in Japan the age rating, what they consider what marriage and stuff for Doha is 16 there, but here in America it is 18. So anyone here in this country or any other country whose age would not match up here. For me, I match up. Had I ordered this when I was that age, or 14, I'd probably be now, had this come to the US and I got it in the US, it probably would have a different age rating, maybe, or it probably still say the same shit. We don't know. There's no warranty for anything like this. I love how it says it's made in China. Everything is made in China. Like most countries don't make their shit half the time. Most countries, depending. I got my trusted pair of scissors. Eve is about to be unboxed and joining. I'm sorry, Eve. Well, you probably didn't want to leave me anyway. You're probably wishing hard. It's like, no, don't find a seller. I'm stuck with you. This Eve might have a will, guys. Unsellable Eve. Because this Eve had attachments. And the first attachment has been complete. One side's been cut. All 3 sides has been taped, so next side. At least one more seal. I know I leave the tape there, I don't ever peel it off, take it off, because there's no point, because if you're not too careful, sometimes some of these tapes can be so strong and adhesive and mess the box up a bit. There we go. Moment of truth, guys. And by the way, and Eve is a cast-off figure, so be warned. On this video, you'll be able to see the extra stuff for Eve, and I'm slowly trying to be cautiously with opening, because sometimes you can bend the tab right here in the middle section. It always gets banned around there. Oh boy, Eve has been open. Okay, not that kind of open, dudes. I don't have an Eve collection like others, so, and this is technically my first Eve figure, and I was tried to sell her back. Well, tried to sell her, but Eve here did not want to leave, so she's now joining my family. And I have a bit of allergy, so excuse me for a second. So yeah, wow, look at that. Look at that. Let's get this to the side a bit. Yeah, that's a lot of plastic. Look how much resources are wasted, guys. All this plastic could have been trimmed down and reduced by a huge amount. They're just small things. It's kind of a shame, but the boxes don't have to be huge like this. And to be honest, I'm surprised this Eve figure was not shipped separately because of all this material. Oh, that's coming out, my dear. We got some stuff in this box with Eve. So the first thing we're going to find in here is a postcard of comes with Eve. That's an extra bonus exclusive. My dear, beautiful and adorable as heck. I want to frame this, so frame it for stuff. But I actually have it printed out in paper, so I don't want Eve to get ruined. So I'm gonna put it right back in the box. Oh man, there's instruction manuals here, so this is everything you need to know about Eve. And then the other side. So yeah, Eve has a swappable body. Well, it is a cast off. Some parts are removable, but it looks like it's body swap cast off type. Whew. Okay, the other side is just that. This is pretty much everything to help set her up. So you got the two versions: her completely dressed or her not completely dressed with her mask on. Or you can still put the mask on in the dress up version, so there's no reason why you couldn't. And the head is faceplate swappable, so yeah, there's no reason why you couldn't do that. Okay, we won't need the instructions since we've seen it. So to make this a little more transparent and easier, we're gonna move over this way. So we got Eve's box right over to the side. Yeah, and you can see Lady Cypher is right there. Sorry for my head being twisted and turned, but I'll do this. Now I turn off the tracker, so because my phone's in my desk, so it's trying to track me, but it can't. It'd be different. I had a, like some type of helmet head thing on with catching my face from a long distance. That would have been a nice way to track. So you take that first person. Wow. So they did it like this. That's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of plastic here, guys. Wow, that's a pretty thick acrylic base for her. You just sits right there, guys, on it. See, my kind of one thing about these things is it's printed on this side, so it's all printed on. So if this gets scratched, it will be visible through the other side. So if you're gonna set this down, set this softly on a cloth or something. So I'm gonna use the plastic as the way to. That's real polished well. So we're gonna use it as a cushion. Now this is our extra body proportion spot for Eve. So for those who want to get a glance. So I know some of you enjoy that type of stuff. So for us, we're gonna leave that back in here. I prefer not to show her off in such a bluey manner. Especially like, come on, guys, do you want to show your waifu that you love and cherish in a lewd manner? Well, you could, but to brag, say, "Oh, I have such an amazing waifu," right? But you probably should show it. Kind of have to have some type of respect for your waifu, man. It'd be like if you showing photos of your real life girlfriend or wife. I'd be like, that's fuck, dude. That's fuck. Of course, it. Wow, that's a lot of cost just to do all this, but a balloon. Okay. Before we continue anymore, we're gonna put this over here, and we're gonna get to the actual main thing, the figure itself. And yes, there are faceplate swappables for Eve. And she's well, okay, that's what it was. Her nurse hat. We can't forget the head, right? So let's cover the head. That out for a sec. One, two, three. So there we go. We have our Eve right here, but now fully disparked. Yeah, there are little things right here to kind of keep her in place. Slowly just pull. So now, before I do anything more, she does have transparent wings. If you didn't notice, you can keep the transparent wings on, or you can take them off. That's pretty much up to you guys. She has color wings, so it would make sense to have um her actual color wings in. So oh yeah, those little wings invisible are sharp. Like I'm trying to figure out where all this foam is, and I'm gonna believe her. Most of it is attached to her head. Try to be very cautious too with this, because these are very delicate pieces. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, her arm came off. Actually, let's keep the arm off for a sec. Yeah, we're working on a tough one here because you don't want to break anything. Oh boy, this might be a really tough one. Okay, it's sliding out. Trying to get at least something out. There we go on the leg portion. There. I think I should be able to take this wing off if angled right. Yeah, there we go. We got the wing off. That there. I put these there. So we need to get the next one out. We got to be careful because the hair is there. Oh, okay. I'll be honest, that is very dangerous, guys. Very dangerous. Wait, how they did her hair like that around there. Okay, and our next on. Actually, yeah, let's just leave the arm off for a second. Next is the head. Supposed to go sideways. Okay, there we go. Just slowly. Wow. So this is the whole body that gets swamped. Oh, wow. They really didn't put anything for her underneath there. Not wearing anything underneath here. So, kind of, you would think they include that. Or she's just wearing it, but her other one isn't. Okay. Better head back on. Because this is the body we're going to be displaying. This is her beautiful little wings. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why they had to make it so pointy like that. I think it was kind of a little bit unnecessary. So yeah, you kind of gotta work slowly. You don't want the sharp parts to scratch the paint off on the figure by any means. Why I kept the arm off just in case. Yeah, this is gonna be the next. Okay, because Eve hair has to go where the wing is, and just to be accurately right. Yeah, because it kind of went like that with the transparent one. So Eve's hair has to go right here in this section. A lot of people aren't going to show this or tell you, and see it's flesh. Some people say they scratched her up, and that's because they weren't taking their time. Sometimes you can make a mistake whether you're taking your time or not. So just take your time. There's no rush. And then we just got to get her arm in, and then get her. That's why it was a good decision to leave the legs and arms off until I got most of it on. There we go. She's set up. She has her color wings on. I prefer the color wings, not the transparent. Um, well, technically, succubus could have transparent wings and hide them naked to the eyes because humans don't, see magic, or unless some of them do. It is beautiful on her. Um, this is a part of the body, the collar thing, but the other one does come with one if you want to add it on the naked version of her, but we're not doing the naked version on her. So the wings are pointing. So I feel like the wings might scratch the base. Maybe. Okay, maybe not. But you can always put the faceplate if you want the mask on, but we're not gonna do that. I'd rather see her lovely face. Let me grab this, her little hat. Yeah, I don't think it's magnet. Oh, I take that back. There is a magnet in here. Yeah, right there. It's underneath the thing, and Eve head has a magnet. Oh wow, that is cool. Maybe maybe there was a reason why it didn't sell. Because I would have found that appealing. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop back in here. Because he was sitting in this. It was right here. As for the head, we're going to leave the head in the box in the other body portion because we are not going to do anything etchy or lewd with her. For those who do have Eve, that's your guys' choice on whether you want to present her that way or not. These are just the extra plastics. Just toss right in there. And it is, grab this one. We're almost done. That was the one underneath. As for the wings did have these little things. I guess they're like to help prevent scraping and packaged. Or they could just prevent it, not making them too short. So slides right in. Let's see. Based on what I saw, this one would plug in to the right side. Oh, it just goes in. There's no resistance or anything like that. That's good. That makes things easier. So find a hole. You use the big side, not this side. This is for the base side. And it should just go in. And in we go. And right there. Slides right in. Make sure it's tugging there. Let's see, where's our... The only thing we're missing is her syringe. I'm wondering if... Yeah, she seems to have an extra thing, like a little thing that forms into a heart. I didn't see anything like that. She has a syringe. But she has this other liquid thing. I did not see no syringe actually. Oh, unless it was within the body thing. Let me double check. Was it with the spirit body? Well, looks good. No, it was not with the spirit body. Hmm. Well then, it has to be the main body section then. Probably overlooked it. Yeah, okay, I did overlook it. It's here in this section. Why? There we go. A little syringe. It's missing. Oh, there it is. There's the little piece. Yeah, there we go. It goes right in. So you gotta be very careful. Um, I know this video's quite to being a bit longer. We have this extra stuff right here. Not the extra body or this. Talking about this little thing. I would assume that goes into the syringe or so. Hmm. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to look that one up. The one with the heart. So I didn't see anyone who showed it off. So I have zero idea. All right, we are finished. We just gotta put the rest of this away. You don't need any more of this stuff. I'm gonna have to look up that other portion. So let's have this on. We're gonna slowly move Eve and everything over. There we go. All right. There's our lovely Eve. Ain't she beautiful? From what I can tell from the boxes portion. Uh, there we go. You can tell the heart faces her direction. Oh, something like this. So, like the ribbon should be a little more centered. There, like that. And then, heck, we could put this around so Eve isn't a part of the little E's, but I don't think that's a good idea. But yeah, there we go. Final product of Eve. Um, if you love Eve, if she's your waifu, you have the Eve collection. Please do share. I do have other Eve products coming in the future on her, but is it the same girl? Since they're all called Eve, probably. I don't really know since she's an original character and she had an appealing design, really enough to make herself right there. I have a printed artwork on her. So that is our Eve. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it there. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, liking, and this video. Give it a like, comment, subscribe. If you have Eve, share your photos in my Discord group. Join it. The group link to join Discord is in the description of my YouTube video. If you want to buy something from the car shop, you can. I definitely would appreciate it. If you guys want to help, love, and support me, fund me or anything for projects or do certain things, all that type of stuff, or even subscribe to me on my Twitch or YouTube, please do. I definitely appreciate the hope and love. I could probably do more. If let's say if I was doing more, I could probably do way more. So your guys' support comes a long way. So I want to thank you again for tuning in and watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. And Eve is there to give you a needle shot. So be a good girl and a boy. If not, Eve will pay you a visit in your dreams, or maybe while you're up. So then, peace.